Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to FTB Beyond. That's right, folks, we're back in our modded Minecraft world. We're doing all the cool modded things. Last episode, we put together all these ender chests that you see behind me. I've actually added a few since the last time we were together. And what we're doing is we're using these to pull items back from all of the different areas of our base and the nether and the mining dimension and you name it. We're probably bringing items back to our ME storage system from here, and we've been doing that via all of the different channels that you can set up with the different colors on the tops of these ender chests. The plain white one is a basic input, so I don't have anything dedicated to this one yet. I also have another plain white one on that side over there, which I'll show you where that's at here in a second. But then on the back sides of here, we've got our ME storage buses, and each one of those storage buses is set up with a different type of item. Thank you to everyone who commented on that the last episode. I actually had thought of that right after I closed out the episode, because we had a few instances where items were getting put into these ender chests, aside from the items that we were pulling back from the different locations. But everything now has a very definite item that it's supposed to have in it, and so that's working wonderfully. We can go over here to our ME system and we can look up just about anything we want. So like if we wanted wither skeleton skulls, there they are right there, 569. I think we're doing okay on those. Also nether stars. So how many nether stars do we have? 3,500 nether stars. I don't think we're going to run out of those anytime soon. The other ender chest that I have is right over here. So this is basically the place where all of our items all of our random items like ores and things like that are getting pulled back and imported into the system. So yeah, the basic white channel is just where we want to just kind of throw things in that we need to send back here. Now there is one more thing that I want to add to this, and that is the Ender backpack, right? That's this thing right. I just saw it here. This thing right here. I want to add one of these because if I'm just out and about and I discover a temple or something like that, I want to be able to just kind of drop things in here and have it go back to my go back to the base. So let's see if we can make one of those. I am missing some blaze powder. So blaze powder. There we go. We need what, 3 more of those? 1, 2, 3. Cool. Start. Done. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So there is our Ender backpack. I love it. So now if there's anything that we have out here we can just kind of toss it right in here, like, oh, I don't need these conduits. There they go, back in the system. Haha, sweet. I love it. So that kind of gets the ball really rolling on finalizing all of the storage type requirements that we have. So the ender chests, those are going to be bulk storage of items that we're getting like a butt ton of, like cactus, like molten cores. Actually, molten cores I might be able to do something different with, but ender pearls, those are going to be a lot of them. Stuff from the farms, obviously nether stars. So we're going to use that as kind of bulk storage. I thought about using maybe one of the item caches or whatever, because those can store just a metric butt ton of stuff. But I decided that for a single player world, just having ender chests full of stuff is probably good enough for me. Now, what are we going to work on today? Well, I have a loose plan, kind of, sorta, and that loose plan was to kind of get going into just a couple of little things. So let me kind of get myself composed here and do some tidying up a little bit real quick, because I do have a couple of things that I want to tidy up over here and a few other places. But well, you know what? Hang on a second. Let's not do that. Whoops! I forgot I had my jetpack going. I want to get into a little bit of Draconic Evolution today. So yeah. Draconic Evolution is kind of a late game mod, and you can do a lot of very cool things in it. I need to figure out a good way to process my Draconium ore. We're getting a lot of Draconium dust from our miner in the builder in the mining dimension, and so that automatically gets smelted up in the alloy smelters. But we're also getting a lot of this Draconic ore from our it's either coming from the resource miner or the ore miner. I can't remember which one, but I got no good way to process that, and I think I think there's a way that I can do that. Let's see, if I go here, okay, yeah, so we're getting it from the void ore miner, and we need a way that we can get this draconic dust out of it. And there's a couple of things that you can do. You can either use an engineer's hammer, which is fine. I mean, I could do that. We could use a grinder from, what mod is that? Tech Reborn. We can use a crusher from Actually Additions, so that's a possibility. We could also use immersive engineering. Don't really want to get into immersive engineering too much, I don't think. There's another crusher here from Extra Utilities, so that's a possibility. I wonder what it takes to build that thing. Let's take a look at that. Oh, dude, that's like super simple. That's like easy peasy rice and cheesy kind of stuff. Like totally. Let's see if we, you know what? Let's see if we can build that thing. Because that might actually be pretty good. And the reason behind this is I want to get all of this draconic stuff going, and one of the first steps to doing that is to get all of your draconic ore kind of smelted down into the draconic ingots. So we want to use a crusher, right? And that was the crusher from Extra Utilities. That's going to be this thing. And so to build that, we just need some iron ingots. We need a machine block. Machine block is a chest. So let's see if we can make a chest. Oh, is it a trap chest? Oh, no, it doesn't have to be a trap chest, does it? No, it can be a regular chest. Okay, so let's make a regular chest. We can't make a regular chest, okay. We can probably do it this way, though. Chest, craft, go. Thank you. Okay, so now we got the chest. So now we can go back to the crusher, right? So crusher, make this thing, sweet. That gives us 4 of those machine blocks. That's pretty good. Whoops. So now we need some pistons. We should have some, I think. Oh, we don't. We don't have any pistons. Well, that's fine. We can make some. Piston. Let's go ahead and make 2 of those, if you'd be so kind. 1, 2. Thank you. Go and go. Sweet. So now we can just go boom, 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 crusher. Now, what does this need to run? That's a great question. Let's put it down here on the ground. Looks like it just needs RF. Alrighty then. I wonder if there's any if there's anything bad about trying to automate this thing, because really, I should just be able to come over here, right? Well, you know what? This is all of these channels are full. How many channels do I have over here? How many channels do I have on this right now? Oh yeah, we should have plenty. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we should have plenty over here. So if I go ahead and put this, say, right, boom, here, right? We should be able to do that. That should be okay. Get a piece of glass cable and an exporter. So glass, cable, and an exporter. Let's grab this, right? Put you over there. And we need an exporter. Exporter. Right? So we have one of those. Let's get an importer as well, because we're going to need that to bring the stuff back. So importer. Oh, we have 2 of those. Sweet. All right. So there's those. Now, can we do this? If I put the exporter here, that's the exporter. Yes. Okay. And get a draconic block. So draconic. Yep. Get one of these. Okay. And see if we can export to this. We might be in good shape here. So let's go ahead and put that in there like so. Let's get our importer and put it on the top maybe. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we'll give it a shot. Let's do that, and that. Is it working? It is. It's working. It's exporting. So now we just got to get power to it, which should be pretty easy. We get some cables here. So cable, right? Nope, not cable. Conduit. Conduit. There we go. You can do it. Haha, bad joke, I know. Let's go ahead and put this back in there so it'll get exported to the system. All right, so we need to... this is not good. This is no bueno because we got no place to put power. We're going to have to move this over. Boom. Yep, let's do that. And that. And that. And that. Let's go ahead and get this power situation covered here. So that gets power there, 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 and there. That ought to do it. Yes. Oh, yeah, maybe. That might work too. I could have just done that. I don't know why I broke the whole thing. That's fine. So let's put this back down like so. Does that get power now? Yes. Sweet. Let's go ahead and put our exporter back on the back here. and our importer on the top here. And in the exporter, let's go ahead and put that, right? And let's go ahead and put those back inside of there. Sweet. This goes here, that goes there, and that goes there. And is it working? So it is. It's working. So great. So now we got a way to get all that draconic ore processed down and turned into draconic ingots, which is awesome. Now, to get things kind of going in Draconic Evolution, we need to get the book. And that is this thing right here, the Draconic Evolution Information Tablet. And to get one of those, you just need some draconic dust and some stone. Do I have any of that? I do. I caught it just in time because it's trying to get all that stuff smelted down. So anyway, here's our book. Coolness. Let's take a look at this thing. What can we do right... Oh, not there. What can we do first? Okay, so Project Intelligence, Draconic Evolution. There we go. All right, so we can do powerful tools and armor. I think I've started down that path once before and it kind of didn't work out very well for us because it just wasn't working out for us. So we got Draconium. Draconium we're already good on because we're getting the draconic ore and we're getting it all processed up, right? So that's cool. Draconic dust, cool. Draconic blocks. Draconic blocks we're going to need because we're going to need those for some of the later stages of the game. Oh, it's resistant to most mobs, including withers and ender dragons. That's good to know. Charged Draconium. Ooh, this block is currently disabled until some changes can be made. Okay, so we can't do that. All right, let's go back. Go back. Oh, nope, nope, that's not back. How do you get back? Mods, Draconic Evolution. There we go. Cores. So the next thing up is probably going to be cores, right? And so we can start making these draconic cores pretty easy. Those are draconium ingots, gold, and diamonds. What can we use draconic cores for? Well, let's see here. Draconic Evolution. Those cores can be made for... they're used in crafting recipes. So which crafting recipes do we need them for? Let's see here. Draconic core right here. Okay, and so what do we use them for? We can use them for energy relays. We can use them for the generator, which we don't need. We can use them for a mob grinder, which I don't know that we're going to need that either, so that's not very helpful. Fusion crafting. Oh, fusion crafting. Okay, that's kind of cool. What else do we got? We got these energy infusers, the particle generators, dislocator receptacles. Wow. Okay, we'll have to look into that and see what that's all about. Let's see here. We've got energy pylons. That's going to be that big energy ball thing that you can create. So we're going to, you know what? That's probably something that we might want to look into. So where is that energy pylon? Energy network, right? So here's the basics. The energy relay, not what we want. Crystal wireless, not what we want either. Capacity 4 million, max links 4. Okay, well, all right, let's back up here just a little bit. And generate draconic energy shield. How do you make? I've got to find it. Go ahead and give me just a second here to do some looking here. I got to remember where all of this stuff. Oh wait, energy storage. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so to do one of these, you start off at tier 1, which holds 45.5 million RF. I mean, that's bigger than anything I've got so far. So how do you make? To make it, you're going to have a tier 1 energy core. You're going to have 4 energy core stabilizers. Okay, that's fair enough. And to get tier 2, you're going to have to add an energy core and 4 more energy stabilizers and some draconium blocks. Actually, it's not adding to that. It's just those individually. So, all right, so let's take a look at this energy core thing. What do we got to have to make an energy core? Energy core. Okay, so an energy core, that's a stabilizer, energy core. All right, so to make an energy core, we got to have draconium ingots. We got to have a wyvern core, or 2 wyvern cores, and a wyvern energy core. So how do you make this? You make those with draconic cores and nether stars. We got all of that. How do you make this? Okay, let's set up some recipes. All right, so come in here. We'll do a draconic core, right? Let's see, draconic core. That was this thing, right? Yes. So let's go ahead and make a recipe for that. Skadoosh. Cool. Then we were going to look at the other, let's see, so it was the Wyvern Energy Core, right? Wyvern Energy Core? That's a Wyvern Core, Wyvern Energy Core. Yeah, so to make that, we need Draconic Ingots, we need Draconic Core, and we need Redstone Blocks. Don't have Redstone Blocks, so let's do that. Redstone Blocks, we need 4 of those, if you would be so kind. 3, 4, cool. Start. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need one of these, so let's go ahead and put that pattern over here so we can get it to craft. Like somewhere down here. There it is. We can put it right there. Okay, so now we can go in here and we can, whoops, that's not what we want. We can go in here and we can do the Draconic Core. We can craft one of those. Give me one, please. Thank you very much. Sweet. So now we can put that in there and we can get that Wyvern Energy Core pattern. That's cool. Okay, so now we can put this in here. And then the next thing that we're going to need, let's see, the other thing that we were going to need was, so we need an energy core. And that to make that energy core, we needed, I think we've got everything we need now, right? So energy core, is that everything that we needed? Energy core? No, it was this thing right here. So we need to make this. So in order to make that, we got to have one of these and 2 of these. We can do none of that. So we have to have 2 of these. Give me 2. Thank you. Start. Okay, that's cool. And then we needed a Wyvern core, right? Or no, it wasn't a Wyvern. Well, it was a core. Let's just do a core, right? This thing, right? Make one of those. Thank you very much. That's not it. Okay, so that wasn't it. It was the Wyvern core, wasn't it? I think it was. All right, hold on. Energy core? Yeah, it is. It's a Wyvern core. So let's go ahead and do that first. We need what? Did we need 4 of those? Was that right? No. Yes, we need 4 of those. So give me this. We can do. Oh, I see what I did. I'm not making a pattern. Let's do a pattern. Patterns would be better. So energy core. Cool. Energy core. This thing. There we go. This will be better. Except it doesn't have what we need. Brother. What am I missing? I'm missing a Wyvern core. I need a pattern for a Wyvern core. Why am I doing this way? This is what we want right here. There we go. So now we got a pattern for a Wyvern core. Sweet. And while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and, oh, we can't make one. Darn it. Oh, bummer. That's okay. We can go ahead and do this, and then we can make one because it'll auto-craft. I love it. Sweet. All right. So now we should be able to make all of the cores that we need, right? So we can make that. We can make this. We just need one of those. Go ahead and make it. Start it. Cool. Now we should be able to make a pattern for this. Actually, we can just go ahead and make it, but I don't want to go ahead and make it because I want a pattern. Because I want to be able to craft these on their own. There we go. So energy core. This thing right here. Now we can do a pattern for it, right? Yes. Sweet. So that'll take care of that. Put this in here where she goes. Cool. Okay. And then here, the next thing that we needed was 4 energy core stabilizers. All right. How do you make those? Let's see. Stabilizers. There we go. We need 4 of these things, right? Those are pretty easy. So we need particle generators. Particle generators are blaze rods, blocks of redstone, and a draconic core. Can't do that right now. So we got to come over here, and we got to come over here, and we want stabilizers. That would be this thing, and then this thing, and then these things. So now we need the redstone blocks. We need 4 of those. Yes. Actually, let's just make 1. Because we only need it for the pattern. So stabilizer. So we need this again, and one of these. Let's go ahead and make one of those. Cool. Now we should be able to make this pattern right here. Yes. Cool. So there's that. And then we can put, we might be able to do this now. No, because we have to do the encoded pattern. All right, cool. So did I have any more room down here, or did I fill it all up? I filled it all up, so we can start another row. Hooray! I love it. Pattern. Thank you. Come back over here, and now we can do the stabilizer. That'll be this thing. Cool. Actually, it's not, because we need the particle generator. So let's do the particle generator first. Particle. Give me 1. Awesome. Sweet. Done. And there's the pattern for the stabilizers. Sweet. Let's put those in here. Yep, right there. So now we should be able to craft both of those. So let's go ahead and get our 1 energy core. That'd be this one. Next. Start. We got an energy core. And then we need 4 of these energy stabilizers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. And there's something else that we need too, and I got to remember what that was. There's one other block that has to go with this, I think. What was that? Energy core setup. I want to say that there's something that goes on top of this. Was it the energy pylon? It is an energy pylon. Okay, so we need these energy pylons too. So let's see what we can do with those. That's the energy core, so we need a pylon. P-Y-L-O-N, pylon. That'd be this. So those are Eyes of Ender, Draconic Cores, Emeralds. Aha, I need Eye of Ender. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Cool. Put that right there. And then we also needed to have a Draconic, it was a Draconic Core, right? Yeah, it's a Draconic Core. So let's make one of those. Cool. And that should give us our energy pylon. Yes, it does. Cool. We might as well go ahead and make 2 of the... Oh, we can't make 2 of them. Darn it. That's fine. Ran out of parts. That's okay. All right, so now we can come back in here and we can make another pylon, because I think you need 1 of these for every... for each one of the stabilizers. So next, start 2. Cool. And then you also need glass blocks to go. Wow. There, glass blocks. So glass. I think we just need 4 pieces. Start. That should only take a second. And then we can figure out where we want to put this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out where I'm going to put it, and I will come right back to you. Okay, so here's what I've got planned. Haha, how about up here? Right up here above the base is probably as good a place as any. So some of the stipulations on this thing are, there is a core here in the middle, right? This energy core is what gets power fed into it from the pylons, right? And the pylons are going to be created with these energy pylon blocks and a piece of glass. The stabilizers are what keep this thing kind of, well, stabilized according to the book. The stabilizers have to go within 16 blocks of the energy core, and so I've got 15 dirt blocks here, and so if I do this like so, I should be able to put all 4 of these out here just like this, and going right along right here, boom, right there, and 1 more over here, like so. That should take care of those, and now I should be able to just click on this. It says core not found. Okay, so let's take a look at something, because it might be the fact that I've got all of these dirt blocks in here. So let's see if we can get rid of that, because that might be it. Okay, so now does it see it? Let's take a look. No core found. So might be too far away. It has to be within 16 blocks. So that is 16 blocks. So maybe it has to be 1 block closer. All right, well, let's try this. Let's just go ahead and do this, and get rid of this. Hello, there we go. Give me this right here. Break, please. Today, thank you. Put that right there. Does it see it now? Yes. Okay, so I just have to move these in 1 block each. All right, that's easy enough. And then the other thing that you have to do is you have to take these energy pylons, right? And those have to get set up so that they can see that core as well. So what I'm thinking of doing for these is these energy pylons, they can get kind of big, right? Not the pylons, but the stabilizers. They can get kind of big. They can go up to like a 3x3 and make this big giant spinning circle, right? So what I'm thinking of doing here is if I just go ahead and do something kind of like this and go 1, 2, 3, so that's going to be that's going to be a 4x4. So if I go up 1, 2 like that, and then I put a glass block like so, and one of those like so, I think that that'll work. This thing here has to be within 16 blocks also. If this is located above the center line of the energy core, then the glass block has to go on the bottom. If it's below the center core or the center line of the energy core, then the glass block goes on the top. So let me go around and get all of these set up, and I'm also going to get a power source for us, and we'll see if we can't bring this thing to life. So sit back and hang tight, and I'll be right back. Okay, I think we're in good shape. So now now that all these are within 16 blocks, so I can click on this, and it tells me that I have a valid core. So I can go ahead and activate it, right? And so all of my lines are all linked up, which is good. I should be able to click on this one here. Yes, I can, and that turns that into what it's supposed to be. I should be able to click on this one right here. Boom, it does. And I also went ahead and grabbed the dimensional transceiver from down there at the power shack, because I figure we're going to have these solar panels in the end, right? So let's go ahead and just make it so that the solar panels from the end feed the Draconic core, right? So let's go ahead and put that, boom, right there. Haha, sweet. It's charging up, isn't it? Is it? I think it is. I think it is. Let's go ahead and check on what here. We can click over here, right? Oh yeah, it is charging up and it is building power. And then the other thing that we could do is I could go ahead and set it up so that the capacitor down there, the capacitor bank, that it gets power from this thing as well. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Now the other thing that we can do is we can kind of tier this up, right? We can make it a bigger one. So to make the next bigger size energy core setup, we would need the one energy core, we'd need the 4 stabilizers, and then we would need 6 Draconium blocks. So I think we actually have time. Let's go ahead and make those. Let's go ahead and make the 6 Draconium blocks, right? And we should be able to go ahead and put those in and make it work. So Draconium blocks. Actually, let's go ahead and set up a pattern for that. So Draconium block. That would be this one. Yes, yes, Draconium block. Boom. Oh, I don't have any more patterns. Okay, that's fine. P-A-T-T-E-R-N. Pattern. Give me 10, please. Thank you. Go ahead and make those. We should be able to get this thing up to tier 2 today, which will be awesome. There's one. One is all we need for right now. So there we go. Draconium block. Put that over here like so. Put the pattern in like so, and go ahead and make several of those. So block, Draconium style. We need 6, it says. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Make 6 Draconium blocks. I love it. Now we should be able to go ahead and give those, get those in up here, and that should go ahead and get us a tier 2 Draconium core, right? So we do 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here, and 1 over here, right? I think you get 1 at the top and 1 at the bottom, like that. Come back out here to one of our pylons, deactivate, tier up. So now it is a tier 2. Turn it back on, and it's even bigger. Sweet. So what we're going to have to do in between episodes is get more Draconic blocks and all of that other stuff that goes with it, so that we can make this thing bigger. But right now we're doing pretty good. This thing's going to hold 273 million RF, and that's more power than I think we could ever use in a single player world. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. Other thing that helps out a lot is comments. So make sure you leave your comments right down here in the comment section below, and we'll chat about it. Had a lot of good comments from last episode. A lot of cool things. Some of those things I'm still working out the details on, but we will talk about them over the next couple of episodes and get some of that stuff rolling. So thank you guys again for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. A very special thanks to my Patreon support staff. If you'd like to become a Patreon patron, visit my page at www.patreon.com/RB_plays to find out more details.